In today's video, we're going to be discussing one of my favorite booster boxes in Japanese, and that is Battle Partners. We're not only going to cover this in Japanese, we're going to see what it's selling for in Korean as well. Trying to show everyone our options when it comes to Japanese and Korean products. There's so many amazing cards on today's list and still products deals. So let's get into today's video. All right, guys, let's start with the booster box. We're over on TCG Player. I know this is like the easiest way for people to grab Pokemon products. There's a lot of people that ask me, Henry, where do you grab your Japanese booster boxes? I go back and forth between eBay and TCG Player. Sometimes they are damn near on par with each other, and that's what we're seeing as far as this product. So where would I go? Usually it's eBay, usually probably like 75% of the time. And then the other 25% of the time I'd be using TCG Player. So 65 bucks, guys. 65 bucks for a box. Let's see how many sold. 501 sold. Japanese, yeah, it is selling right there at 65 bucks. There's one that sold for $57, but that is a complete outlier. What is this booster box doing in the 1 year mark? I mean, heck, we look right here. There was 760 sold for over $100, which is absolutely insane. I told you guys multiple times when this set was released to just be patient. Japanese products, sealed products, singles is the most predictable. We have to just wait a week, 2 weeks. And I know so many of you guys want it at release. I understand, I get it. I wouldn't even buy pre-release. And I've missed out on sets like Terrestrial Festival and other sets like that off the pre-release. And it happens, but for the most part, you're going to just be rewarded by having patience. Now, I understand this set is completely underrated, I would say, which could be a hot take in English, but I think Battle Partners, it's amazing. We're going to look at the full set list as well. We're going to look at some of the cards I think are just simply amazing, like the Lewis Clefairy. So let's go into the condition near mint. That was lightly played. View 31 listings. So 140, 142. So it's about it's around there, right? It's around the same thing in English, but if I had to make a choice, I would want this card in Japanese. So this is very interesting to see that these cards are so comparable in price. This is one of my top favorite cards in the entire Scarlet and Violet era, but could be a hot take. I just don't understand why that is a hot take, because it's one of the most popular trainers in Lily and one of the Gen 1 Pokemon in Clefairy. I think this card is just awesome, but again, hot take, I guess, to the masses. Next, we have the Iono's Bellibolt EX for around 50 bucks. Another card that I've reached out to my audience, asked you guys, why do you guys hate this set so much, even though it has some of the best trainers? And I haven't got a good answer. There's a lot of just people unknowingly spewing crap out of their mouth, and I think that it was about time that I made a Battle Partners video, because again, this is one of my favorite sets. I've been excited about this set ever since it got announced. I was reporting on this set for quite some time, and it's just about time that we finally see a little bit of a update on this set. And sets are trainers like Iono and Lily, Hop, and Arvin as well. Like, the kids love these trainers, especially Lily and Iono. Like, this one, this is a box in both English and Japanese that I'm gonna hold a lot of. That is my goal. My goal is just to dollar cost average and stack these boxes, because I think these are the sets that are going to do really, really well over time, because we were investing into the kids. We're investing into the nostalgia of these kids watching, the anime, and there's a lot of parents that watch my channel that tell me that their family just loves Iono, and I love Lily, and how they're such good role models to their kids. So I love hearing all of that news. And luckily for me, I pulled the Hop Zacian. I thought that this card just completely surprised me, guys. Like, I thought this card was gonna boom. I mean, it's like sub $25 cards. Maybe people just don't appreciate good art, and that's why I always tell you guys that it's so it's such a big unknown when it comes to these singles. We can be wrong all the time, right? This Zacian card, it just looks so good. Like, we see the size of him compared to Hop, you know, like this is like top tier artwork in the entire SV era, and you can grab it now for sub $25, and that just doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense why, and most of these cards are so cheap, especially in Japanese. Like, the sealed product in Japan has held so strong, and it's not, I don't think, until generation 10 until we see again more reprints. That's just the hot word that we just have to wait, is just reprints and reprints. Again, Pokemon Japan, they can do whatever the hell they want. They can print this stuff into the ground. I'm sure, like, when I go to Japan in a few months, I'm sure I'm going to see tons of this product, and I'm going to be giving you guys all the news of the Japanese market. But total question, there's so many question marks when it comes to the value of Japanese products here in America, and how Americans see these Japanese booster boxes. Like, maybe they're dying out just slowly in front of our eyes. I understand the tariffs were a thing, and we have till the 31st until all that stuff really takes place. So we might even see this stuff, even as far as like the sealed, be even more expensive. Maybe some of the singles increase in price just a little bit. But I'm banking on Japanese products staying pretty affordable as far as like now. I can't see it get any better than picking up some of these singles at a high discount right now. Like this next card we're going to talk about, the Zoroark EX, like one of the best cards. Again, Scarlet Violet era, $40, $40-ish dollars. Doesn't make no sense why this card is so darn cheap. It's a SAR, so it's hard to pull, and maybe N just isn't as loved as what we thought. But I just don't know how people can just be bearish on this set with as many hard-hitting trainers as we have. Maybe I'm speaking from, like I said, a collector's point, someone as a fan of Gen 5, fan of the video games, fan of the anime. There's all this, like, there's so many people that have YouTube channels or social media, and they'll come on here and just blab that Gen 5 is trash, that Battle Partners is trash, but they don't give you a reason why. They say that none of these sets are investable, Battle Partners and Journey Together, when we've seen sets like this be really profitable in the past. We've seen Gym Heroes, Gym Challenge, we've seen the Trainer Gallery sets, we've seen all those sets be so profitable. If Journey Together Battle Partners came out in the Sword and Shield era, we'd be having an entirely different conversation. People get mad when they say, or people get upset when Pokemon doesn't, or gives them too much. So there's too many art rares, there's too many SARs. But then there's a set like Battle Partners that's just so, the amount of hits are so good. Yes, they don't fetch these high prices that people want, you know, because it's just the Louis Clefairy that's like over $100+, and that's okay. Like, I love Battle Partners for what it is. I love the cohesion of this set in Japanese, and why it just makes so much sense to just get in before people start to put two and two together. And then we have like great art rares like Articuno. Like, this is a great card. People were talking about this card for so long, saying how much they love these birds, right? The legendary birds. And then we have copies for like $5, $3 to $5. What is happening? That's what I'm saying. It's not, this market is not driven by common sense. It's driven by money. If this Articuno was a $25 art rare, if the Hop was $100, we have the Iono's Belly Bolt was like $100, then people would be like, oh my gosh, Battle Partners is such an amazing set. I can't believe we've been sleeping. Like, it all comes down to money. And then I wanted to show a quick what it can cost you if you want to grab some of this in Korean. And I've been ripping these in Korean, having so much fun. So $38 is a little expensive. You come down, like, at $30 with shipping. There's a lot of cool single like stuff like this of N and his team. I think these are really cool for, we're gonna save that right there, really cool for a collection piece, and in Japanese are here $62. I think that's a great buy. I understand that things do get expensive over time, and I'm very curious to see how these prices are going to sit in the bear market. Japanese seems like it's always the first to get affected, and we're all just waiting to see how the English market is going to handle these high in demand sets. The moment that English gets its stuff together, we start seeing a little bit less popularity. The rest of the languages will follow. That's just how it's been, unfortunately. But we go down 61, 68. I mean, just buy out what's best for you. Maybe the seller that you like or you bought from in the past, but there's tons and tons of choices in the market. And then next we have, I just put Battle Partners booster box, what they've been selling for. And again, this guy overpaid for sure. I don't know what free hits means. That one I put on today's, I brought this up just because this free hits. Have no idea what that means. A lot of Korean stuff is selling, and that makes me happy. It makes me happy that there's a lot of people interested in Korean boxes, and I think Korean is on the rise right now. Some person paid 75. I think that's high. Someone got away with 60. And then right here, there's some Glory Team Rocket boxes for 27, 26. If you guys are interested in Korean products, grab them around the $30 mark. $35 to $25 is where they should be sitting. And I even brought up some Korean booster boxes right here. Pure Korean booster box page on eBay. 26. There's one that's 35. That's just right there. And the card quality is amazing. It's just as good as English, in my personal opinion. Don't buy these, just like Japanese single packs. Don't buy them unless you're in Japan. You buy them from a Pokemon Center or a trusted booster box where you clearly see the booster box is open, that people are grabbing, fresh box. People are, then you can buy it just from a trusted source. It just makes no sense. This one right here, this card right here in Korean, the Lose Rabumbi, I mean, it's just the same price, right? But this card just has no business being that cheap. Let's click on it right here. This card, man, I think this is one of the biggest sleepers in the entire Scarlet and Violet era, just because of Lily. Like, the art is absolutely amazing with the Rimbombi just showing its size, and there's just too many cards right now that I think are underrated, that are just completely flying under the radar because they are just not expensive. And that's why you have the one side of the fence of people just complaining that everything is unattainable and so expensive, but then you have cards like this that are just diamonds in the rough, I personally believe. What an amazing set. I think it's completely obtainable. The start with the Liz Clefairy at like $150, $160, whatever. What did we talk about? What was it last sold? Let's give you more data. Oh, there was a near mint one that sold for almost 180. But if you got in at 140, I mean, I think this is only up from here. I think the English one is the one that is going to crash down in price. But when this set was announced, I was like, there's no way I'm going to own that card, especially how hot the market was and how pumped Journey Together and Battle Partners were. We're talking about Battle Partners today. I was like, the Japanese market is going to eat this thing up. But it got a good amount of print. Like the prints, the not the reprint, but I think they have had one reprint, if I'm not wrong. Or if I'm wrong, you guys can correct me in the comment section down below. Again, I tried to do my research on the Japanese market. I believe there's another one coming in, or there's another one that happened in August, I believe. August 14th from one of the Telegram groups that I'm in. August, around there. So if it got 2 reprints, that's maybe why we see these cards kind of sit where they are. You guys remember that the Japanese market, they open a lot of these products, right? Like, these aren't investments. These aren't big investments unless it's some of the vintage sets, right? Or some of these really, really big cards. But the Japanese market, they open a lot of product, and it is majority a player market. So they have to have these cards. They have to have bulk that's flowing through the system. They have to have these EX cards. They have to be opening packs. So it's a way different system, way different experience than it is here in the United States. And to be honest, guys, like, this is why I'm over here. This is why I'm super obsessed with the Japanese market, because it's just a better time. There's less stress, right? I don't have to hop into a queue. I don't have to battle people online at Costco and be a part of all these notifies and Walmart drops. We can just get product for what it is, and most of the singles are just affordable. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys could, make sure you hit that subscribe. Goes a long way. We're trying to push to 4K. Till tomorrow, catch you guys tomorrow. Till later. Till the next video. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.